There, folks. This is Will Kimac Vintage. I'm back again, man. I mean, y'all just can't seem to get rid of me. Um, I just did because of the memory stuff. Having 8 of these 32K memory chips that are bad, and I was watching the video of Joe from Joe's Computer Museum, where he's dealing with the memory also with the same issue. And with these 32s, these right here, really all it is just two 4116s combined onto one silicon, well, onto one base, and two pins added to allow column and row addressing of that second 4116 that is on that same surface. So he there's a known hack out there that you can combine two 4164s. I mean, you can use 4164s, but I mean, it's an overkill. Um, and that um, I do have. I may do some 4164s also, but I did one here already using a 4116s because I also have some of those. Um, so you can see my hack right there. So it's just two 4116s piggybacked, and then leg four and leg 15 are chopped, and you put on two actually lead wires to go into the sockets. Leg four goes into pin 9. Um, is it 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, 9, and then on over here 15. 15 goes into 10. So that gives it the other addressing. I was just checking if this was hot, but the machine is not on. And as soon as I did that and put it in, and I joined all the other legs together, I didn't have to bend anything. I didn't have to cut the actually 12 volt because these chips are 12 volt and so forth. Once I did that, the actually error on the screen. Um, yeah, basically the actually error that I had, because I had 9 chips with errors. I'm now down to 7. Okay, because this is 2. I'm now down to 7. So each one of these other ones, I mean 7 of them is just a single. None of them are dual. This was the only one that actually both of the 4116s were bad. So I already changed that around, so we're good with that. But I want to do a video of doing one, of actually building one of these, because um, I I haven't seen a video out there about it. So anyway, so what we're basically gonna do is we're gonna start off with actually two actually chips. I have one chip right here. This is 4116. See, it's a normal chip. Oh, let me get some better focus for you. Okay, normal chip, nothing special. Okay, so this one is going to be the bottom. Okay, this is the top one. Okay, it's going to sit on top. Okay, it's going to end up sitting on top like actually this. Okay, and I'll solder all those legs together, except for 4 that you see there. Okay, and then on the other side, 15. You see, 15. I will not solder those together. Those have been cut. That top chip has the different row and column addressing. That data is coming into the chip from pin 9 and 10. So that's why we need to jump. We need to jump a wire over to 9 and 10, just to those legs. So let me turn this off. Yes, in the last video, my Rifa the power supply exploded. Remember I said that I need to change that. I need to change that Rifa. Well, I guess Mother Nature had different plans for me, and I gotta change it now for sure. So basically, all of this is I'm just gonna put some I put some solder on my iron. I want to put some flux here. I mean, you may think this is difficult to solder this, but really it's not. I mean, flux is your friend, guys. Use that flux. Okay, so my soldering iron went off. That's alright, I'll turn it back on. Okay, here we come. I get some solder on it, and all I want to do is just tap. Look, 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 there, we're done. 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 I can take some of the solder off of these and bring to these. Done. I'm sorry, I don't know if you were seeing that. Done. Done. See? This side is done. That's it. Okay, all I did there was put on some flux. Okay. And I get some solder on my iron. And here we go. Done. 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 A little bit more solder. I'm just thinning some of them out and bringing some more solder to this one. Okay, so legs are soldered. That's it. That's it. I mean, what did that take me? 2 minutes? Not even that. Okay, so the chips are now married. Now all I need to do is run some wire from those two pieces, okay? And I don't have any solid core. I do have some small braided, multi-strand, but that's all right. No, I'm not too worried about that. This is the longest run here. Yeah, we'll cut it right there. One. Let's get another one the same length. You'll see how I'm gonna do this. Okay. Alright, so I have my two pieces of wire. Okay, this one here I'm gonna strip a little bit off. I'm gonna do this off camera because I can see better with I can do it easier. Okay. So that side I stripped just a little bit, you see? This side I'm gonna strip a bit more because this side's gonna become like the pin. Okay, so this side I took off a bit more, you see? Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some flux on this. And in fact, all I'm gonna do is just shove it right in there. Okay, and get some solder, put it on my iron, and I'm gonna tin this. Okay, that just made that solid core for me. Now I have enough that I can shove it down in that hole of that pin, of that socket. Same thing here. I'm gonna put some flux on that, a little bit of solder. Let's go ahead and coat this. Okay, there we go. That one ready. Okay. Let's make the other one, because then we'll put them both on at the same time. All right. I should be using my fume extractor, but this is not that much, so. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna cut off a little bit off of this one. The one with little is the side that's gonna attach to the chip. And the side that I strip a bit more is the side okay. Some flux, some solder. All I'm doing is I'm making this solid. Okay, so then I can easily push it down in that hole. The other side, I do it the same thing. Really, all that's for is to make it easier to solder it onto the chip. Okay. Now we bring the chip back into the scene. You'll see the chip there. Now I need to solder this right there. That's it. Okay. Matter of fact, that's a bit too long. I'm gonna cut a little bit off. Better. Okay. I'm gonna put some flux. I'm putting the flux to help the solder stick easier, quicker, simpler. And the fact that I'm coming in with the solder already on the iron. I don't have enough hands. There we go. We're attached. Okay. Now we go to the other side. Let's add some flux. Get some solder. Get my wire. I'm going to turn this because it's on the other side. This one too, and I want to cut a little bit. Okay, there we are. We are attached. This goes back the same way. All right. We have made the chip. That's it. It's done. See? This is now 32K. All right. So let's go to my desk view. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna pop off this one. Remember, I had 7 errors on my screen. Now, this is really 2 chips, okay? But only one is bad. So, but because of that, I have to replace the whole thing, which is gonna take 2. So I'll put this with my other bad one. We come with this new one. I'm gonna bend the legs a little bit because they're too far out. I ran into that when I did that first one. Okay, so now we're gonna put this in all the way to the front. Bend them in a little bit more. That's in the main parts, okay? But we still got these two here that we need to connect in. So this one is gonna go. My wires are a bit long. I could trim a little bit off of them. And because they're soldered and solid already, they should go in there quite easy. That one is in. And that one is in. Okay. So the bottom chip is the first 16. That sits in there normal. Let me go to my hand cam because I can show you that better. Okay. And this one focuses. So that's the first one that I made, and then that's the second one that we made together. That's jumped in. So and your top one is the second 16K to make the 32, but it uses the row and column and it uses the addressing from these two back pins here, which is why we had to jump it. Okay, so now let's see if this works. All right, we should be minus 1 error, so instead of 7 on the screen now, we should have 6. Okay, that just came on. I don't have explosion. Should now have 6 errors on the screen instead of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. One of them gone. It's fixed. See? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's how you piggyback the chip. Okay. Now I could do one of a 64K also. Well, using two actually 64Ks, but I don't have many of these 16s. But I find it a lot easier with the 16s. With the 64s, I need to pull up some other legs and bend them the other way. I can't just join everything together. So I may do one or two later at the end. I may do like the last two of the 64s. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, then let me just pause this video. Let me go make these other 16s, and then I'll come back for the 64. Okay.